The national championship of the 2023 D3 college football season has ended, so let's recap. In the 50th Stagg Bowl, hosted at Salem Stadium in Salem, Virginia for the 26th time, #1 reigning national champions North Central from Naperville, Illinois, west of Chicago, looked to win their third championship in 4 seasons as they took on #11 SUNY Cortland, south of Syracuse, who was in the Stagg Bowl for the first time ever after only making it into the quarterfinals twice since 1988. Even though everyone predicted North Central to run away with this one, it turned out to be one of the best Stagg Bowls ever played. In the first drive, North Central marched down the field only for it to end on a turnover on downs, because Gagliardi Trophy winner Luke Lannon couldn't throw a touchdown pass. On the next drive, Cortland starting running back Jaden Alfano St. John pressed the Y button to hurdle over a defender. Unfortunately, North Central would force a punt when Cortland got to midfield. North Central then used their high-powered rushing attack to once again get in the Cortland red zone. But before they could finish the drive, the first quarter ended and the game was tied 0-0. Before North Central could score, Cortland forced yet another turnover on downs. On the second play of the next drive, Cortland starting quarterback Zach Boyes did this.
Boyes to throw on second down. Running out of space, somehow squeaks through. Takes off using the legs. Boyes making something out of nothing, and now making everything out of nothing. What a run for Zach Boyes! That's a man's run of 28 yards.
While methodically marching downfield, Cortland found themselves going for it on 4th down, leading to Zach Boyes throwing this absolute swamp donkey piss missile snipe to Joe Idivio. But after making it to the red zone for the first time, North Central's defense forced itself a turnover on downs. After spending 7 minutes of game clock, North Central made their third trip to the end zone. Luke Lannon then pitched it to Charles Coleman, who ran it in for 7 points.
Coleman bounces away from one. Touchdown North Central! Finally on the board!
But with less than a minute left in the first half, Cortland quickly marched down the field to get within field goal range. This was in part thanks to a late hit personal foul by the North Central defense. Weirdly enough, their offense also did the same thing, which contributed to the incomplete pass that ended their first drive. I think we all know what North Central head coach Brad Spencer's message to his team was at halftime. Regardless, Mike Beloga nailed the 31-yard field goal, and the first half ended with North Central leading 7-3. Before I continue with the game, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to the 3rd Division on TikTok, X, and Instagram for more D3 football content. I also have a Discord server where you can discuss more D3 football with me and my community. Links to everything can be found using the link in the bio. At the start of the second half, Zach Boyes drove his offense to their second trip to the end zone and throws an incomplete pass. But upon further review, as instant replays are allowed only in the semifinals and championship, it was determined that Cole Bridges had his left foot down. Cortland now led 10-7, and for the second time all year, North Central was trailing. Cortland's defense then forced a 3-and-out, so Luke Lannon punted away. On the third play of the next drive, Zach Boyes tried to elude some defenders but got hurt doing so, causing his team to wonder if he will return to carry his offense. North Central once again used their high-powered rushing attack to quickly score and retake the lead 14-10. Not only does Zach Boyes come back onto the field, but on the second play of the drive, this happens.
Now on second down, uncorks it to the sideline. He's got J.J. Lapp. Big play, touchdown, 65 yards. Cortland back on top.
Cortland retook the lead 17-14. North Central marches downfield but couldn't get in the end zone this time, so they kick a field goal to tie the game at 17 apiece. Cortland gets the ball back and Zach Boyes is acting like no injury ever happened as he slings the ball downfield several times. Then the third quarter came to an end, and trust me when I say, this is when it gets good. On the first play of the fourth quarter, Boyes threw it to Joe Idivio to take the lead 24-17. North Central then took only 3 plays over 65 yards to tie the game at 24. Boyes continued to do business as usual as his team retook the lead 31-24. North Central once again took only 3 plays as Luke Lannon rushed for the score 64 yards out to tie the game once again at 31. But on this drive, the North Central defense forced a 4th down, and this was what Zach Boyes did.
4th down, sees some pressure, escapes to the right. Boyes uses the legs, has the first down, sandwiched in between a couple guys down to the 30. Fake the handoff, throw it out to Burgess, has the first down, tiptoeing the sideline, touchdown Cortland! Red Dragons take the lead with 1:41 to go in the title game.
By this point, Zach Boyes had accounted for 472 of the team's 505 total yards. On the following drive, it took just 2 plays for Luke Lannon to find D'Angelo Hardy from 60 yards out.
Caught by Hardy over the middle, makes a man miss on a juke, and there goes D'Angelo Hardy. 60 yards. An extra point ties it.
But instead of tying the game, Coach Spence went for 2.
Lannon running left with the block. He won't get there. Cortland gets the stop. It's the freshman Nazjean Lubin.
Cortland recovered the onside kick, ran the first down, nailed it out, and won their first ever national championship.
The final snap, the final kneel down of the season, and Cortland, for the first time in program history, history as national champions.
Almost no one expected this to happen. It was the first time a Stagg Bowl was decided by 1 point and the first time in 32 years that a team from the East won the walnut and bronze. This was certainly a game for the ages, especially for Zach Boyes, who won the MVP of the game. Many congratulations to Cortland for proving to all of D3 football that anyone can make it happen. If you guys want to support my coverage of D3 football, consider making a one-time donation to my PayPal or a monthly one to my Patreon using the link in the bio. Like, follow, and subscribe for more D3 football content.